No, you are not tweaking. Yes, you did read that correctly, ladies, gentlemen, theys. We are so back. Say it with me, all. Strain, review. Oh yeah. I haven't done one of these in a long ass time, man, but if I'm keeping it real, it's honestly because a lot of the weed that I've been smoking lately, personally, over the past few months has either just been up to par with what I usually get, or if anything, it's just been disappointing, keeping it real. But that's on me. I kind of ventured outside of the whole weed culture and everything like that, really cut back, even stopped smoking for a couple weeks at one point, so it really wasn't important for me to find new bud, new strains, or anything that would have kept me excited or had me wanting to make a review like this. But I was at the shop the other day and there were a couple new strains in, and one of the recommendations that he made to me, he was like, I know you usually fuck with the indica, you have to try this Violet Fog. And I had seen this strain before, I had heard about this strain before, but this is my first time trying it, and guys, this strain is amazing, and I'm so excited to talk about it because I genuinely wanted to come on here and recommend this strain, especially to people who are dealing with anxiety, stress, and dude, trouble sleeping. Oh my god, we'll get into it, but before we do, hope you're smoking along with me, staying high with me, staying hydrated with me, which will be important, and we'll get into that. But obviously we're smoking on some Violet Fog today, so if you're smoking along with me, now's your chance. Let's fire it up and let's talk about it. Let's just ignore how dirty the bong is right now. Let's just not talk about it. So Violet Fog actually finna be a hybrid, and it's a cross between Grape Gas and Khalifa Mints, and I have never gotten the chance to try Khalifa Mints, but Grape Gas I'm a huge fan of. It's actually been in my rotation for the past year or so, but it boasts a 4.7 on Leafly. A lot of the users say that it makes them feel sleepy, relaxed, euphoric, and I would definitely agree. I think that those three definitely hit the nail on the head for the strain. It also goes on to say that some of the negatives can include dry mouth and dizziness and dry eyes. I can also attest to the fact that I am dealing with even right now, I took one hit and I already have the dry mouth. So last night specifically, the dizziness wasn't really affecting me because I was just laying in bed chilling, playing video games, but the dry eyes and the dry mouth specifically are definitely some side effects to look out for on this strain. But as far as the positives, I would actually wholeheartedly agree with those too. I think that it's a really good strain for anxiety and stress. I've been dealing with a lot of that lately, and you know what, this strain was one of the few strains that lately hasn't made me freak out. I've been trying to stay away from sativas and stuff like that, and this one was a hybrid, so I was a little bit skeptical going into it, but this is genuinely like my new favorite strain. I think that as long as they have it on tap, I'm gonna be getting it every single time I go in. If you look on weed maps, at least in my area, it's found in most dispos. There are a couple that it's sold out, so this does seem to be a pretty decently popular strain, but I'm sure that if you go on weed maps and you check it out, you might be able to find it in your area as well. As far as the flavors, when I looked it up, it said like violet and lavender and menthol, which I really didn't get any of necessarily, but I do think I'm gonna pack a little snapper here just so I can get another like taste of the strain to really give you guys like the full effect, you know what I mean? And while I'm finishing up packing this, I might as well talk about the effects that I'm feeling right from that little tiny hit. I just took that like small hit and I'm like schmacked. Like, I don't know, bro. I have a pretty high tolerance. Usually it takes like a full bowl to get me like feeling baked, but even last night, like I smoked like half a bowl of this Violet Fog and I was just like stony, like playing with the homies, just stony. Let's just take this second hit together so we can get more of like a flavor profile for you guys. Okay, you know what's crazy? I do not taste the menthol. I don't taste the menthol. I do taste the lavender. The lavender actually comes through pretty prominent, and I would say I'm not too familiar with the flavor profile of Violet, but I think that's what's coming through on like the low end, like the aftertaste type shit. It's a beautiful strain. It tastes amazing. Like genuinely, the flavor profile of this strain is just great to me. And I know I'm coming on here and I'm glazing, but the entire purpose of me making this video is to recommend this strain because it's my favorite strain, at least currently, you know what I'm saying? I do want to get a little bit of a smell. Oh my god, dude. Like, it's so, the lavender is very prominent in the smell. It's also like very citrusy. Oh my god, I love this strain so much, man. I literally just can't get enough of it. Like, I blew down what I bought. I personally am feeling a 4.8 out of 5 on this strain. I was really skeptical going into it, like I said, especially given like my anxiety that I've had with weed over the past like 6 months or so. But this strain really just like, this strain just genuinely did not affect me in that way whatsoever, which was great, which was so refreshing. And that's another part of the reason why I wanted to come on here and make this video, was because I know that like specifically when people started smoking, like in high school, you're 15, 16, a lot of the times the culture was centered around, oh, you have anxiety, oh, you have stress, you should just smoke this doobie, bro. And then like as we got older, we started to realize that like that just does not resonate with some people. Like, it makes some niggas just freak the fuck out, you know? And obviously, you know, it's a case-by-case basis. Like, weed is gonna affect everyone differently. This strain is gonna affect everyone differently. But from what I've observed personally and the research that I've done, this just seems to be one of those strains that genuinely seems to help people out with that struggle with anxiety, the struggle with stress. I know the depression was on there too. The euphoric feeling that you get from the strain is just great. Like, I smoke this and I just feel so uplifted. I feel very motivated, and since it's a hybrid, I feel like you get that sativa coming in with the creativity and the euphoria and the motivation, and then you have the indica coming through on the back end to just relax and revive and just help you get to sleep. Like, this strain truly does it all, in my personal opinion. But as I'm finishing up this video, I do just want to say, once again, everything is a case-by-case basis. Every strain finna affect everyone differently. You know what I'm saying? And just because a bunch of people online and me say that this strain really helped with their anxiety and with their stress, I would also just still go in, you know, with that open attitude of knowing that if this isn't for you, that's still okay. Okay, let's take this last hit. I'm stoned to the bone and I'm not looking forward to editing this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. If you like the video, make sure you actually like the video and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Got a lot of videos dropping this week, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Fuck off. Kill that shit.